What's going on, YouTube? Dorsey May Gaming here again. And today I want to talk about a franchise that's near and dear to my heart for various reasons. NCAA football. And the reason it's near and dear to my heart is for those of y'all who don't know, which a lot of y'all don't, I actually played college football. I played Division II level at Southern Arkansas. I played cornerback, DB in the secondary. Yeah. I played alongside Cedric Thornton, who now plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He came in the same year I did. Don Unamba, he came in a year after I did, but he's playing in the indoor football league. Um, he actually did get picked up out of college for the Rams, and then played a little bit for the Bills during the preseason before going to Canadian League for 2 years, playing with the Blue Bombers and then the Rough Riders. So I played alongside some guys, some really talented guys. Also, my cousin played. My first cousin, he played at SMU. Cedric Dorsey played running back there. But so college football for me in general, I mean, as a lot of people, is near and dear. The games, man, love the games. To me, college football, I would play college football over Madden. And I think that EA, a lot of their fan base right now are kind of settling for Madden. And not only that, but not having college football is actually kind of uh, allowing them to be lax in Madden, I'd say. Um, I think if college football was still out, that people would hold Madden up to higher esteem. But like me, man, college football is the one of the funnest games. There's so much depth. There's so many teams to play with. The scouting, the recruiting, and things of that nature. And that's why we talking about this today. The best game that hasn't been made. Well, technically, it has been made. Yeah, I understand. It is out. It's been out. But I'm saying the best game in a sense that hasn't been made because it's not out yet. Now, could it return? It possibly could. Um, my hope my hopes been kind of crushed a little bit on that. But in February, not February, in August 31st of 2016, there was an article written by Kerry Honea, if I'm pronouncing that right, Honea. Hope I'm not butchering the name there. I'm putting the link in the description so you can go and check that out. But they talked about how the EA lawsuit and how for college it was over $60 million, and kind of the reason they didn't come out with a game during that time, which they could have, but kind of the reason they didn't was because basically their court fees and stuff like that would uh, possibly have exceeded projected profit from the game. And I mean, it's a business. You can't be losing more money than you putting out. So I mean, bringing in. So but they noted in the article that the CCO, Peter Moore, the chief competitive officer, Peter Moore for EA, he said, man, we'll be back. I mean, just cut dry like that. We'll be back. Um, so that was real interesting to hear. I mean, it was a bolt of excitement. I was pretty excited about that. I was like, man, he said they'll be back. So, hopefully they will. However, upon further research into the topic, there was an article posted by Kotaku, which I'm posting that link in the description as well. Um, in February of this year, February of 2017, Mr. Moore has actually left EA, and he is going to be taking over the CEO role for Liverpool's FCs. So does that mean that the game may not be coming back now? I don't know. I think that what he stated back last year, less than a year ago, actually, it was in 2016 of August. What he stated back then Could be something that he very well knew that they were planning and working on. Do I feel like they will come back out with an NCAA football game? I think that they will for two reasons. Well, for several reasons, but two main reasons. Number one, the game sold like crazy. I would like to even think that NCAA outsold Madden. And even to this day, I still have people coming in to the store to buy NCAA 14. Um, Number two, and it's not so much a reason, but a kind of a rebuttal that people say, well, they stopped making NCAA basketball, and they never came out with that again. Um, the truth about that is that NCAA basketball, college basketball really didn't do that well. It didn't do as well as college football did. It definitely didn't do as well as NBA and Madden did as well. And that's a large reason why it didn't come back. Now, could they make another college basketball game? They certainly could. Is the market there? Yeah, but it's not as a big a market as college football. Now, would I play a college basketball game? Most definitely. I really would. I just love the college atmosphere, the competition, the excitement level, the fact of what I like most about it is bringing up a struggling program to dominance. Like, I think a lot of people take pride in that. If you're not playing just to play with your favorite team, so those things are really cool. But so my question to y'all is: do you think that NCAA will be back? And if so, what would you like to see in the game? Because in my heart of hearts, I really believe that it'll be back simply because EA made a lot of money off of that game. Not only that, but the potential to make money on this game is tremendous. People say, well, it's not coming back because of the lawsuits. Here's one thing you have to understand: they could obtain that license again. EA has the money for it. Um, number two, the rosters isn't an issue at all. Even now, there's guys out there that are doing new the current rosters even for this year in 14 because interesting thing, and I think could be one of the main things that saves EA and gives them the platform to bring out another college football game is the fact that they had generic rosters in the game. In a sense of if you use the team builder format, you could basically choose a team type, and therefore you would have a generic roster with generic numbers, generic colors, races, creeds, all that of players in the game. They had that. They have that capability of generating generic rosters. Even in the Road to Glory mode, when you would play against the other high school teams, and remember back when EA Sports would do like the subdivision teams, the 1AA teams and stuff like that, they can very well make a college football game. And all they would have to do is pay the school for the likeness of their images, their fields, their uniforms, etc., etc. The only issue is the players. And guess what? Me being a fan of college football, I don't care if y'all don't put the exact players in the game because I don't play for the exact players. I play the game for the game. I play for the team. I play for bringing up a team because here's the thing about college football that's different from Madden. In 3 to 4 years, you will have a completely different team that you didn't have before. So it's not such a big deal about, oh, I want to play with this player or, oh, I want to play with that player. That's not an issue. That's not a very big deal. So that's not something that you just have to have in the game. And that's why I believe having the format to even create rosters, update rosters, upload rosters, and download rosters, that the community, even now, are still doing it. EA has left the door open to make it easier to do a college football game. I really think they're just waiting for the dust to settle to make sure all their P's and Q's are crossed. That they're making sure that, hey, we don't get into this situation again. Let's make sure that this foundation is solid. And I guess I'm hoping more than anything, but man, because to me, like I said, college football was to me, one of the best games that you could play, especially if you're a sports fan. I don't see how you would not like college football. One thing I would like to see is how college football would look with next generation graphics. From the presentation, to the off season, to the gameplay, everything, man. Can you imagine? Because it didn't look bad on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and with 2014, which was in 13. Like, can you imagine the way that it would look now? Because one thing I've noticed is that Madden's graphics has always been kind of a step ahead of college football. But I mean, imagine now on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One college football, the graphics. That would be amazing, man. That'd be really something. As well as I figured they would have a little bit more depth as far as the character customizations. That would be really cool, as well as the team customizations, being able to create a team and have those awesome jerseys. That would definitely be something that they could put into the game. And if we could see a return within the next couple of years, you also have to take into consideration that EA is going to the Frostbite engine for Madden, and how that could play a factor in NCAA, and how the jerseys, everybody's big on the uniforms in college football, and how by creating those uniforms, you can make some pretty crazy uniforms for your team, and even throw that into the recruiting, that you can use that as a ploy. Like, hey, man, look, we got some cool uniforms, being able to reconstruct your stadiums and stuff like that, man. There is so much potential out there. I just find it very hard to believe that EA would never come back out with this college football game. And that's why I'm talking, relating to the article where Peter Moore said that we'll be back. And that guys like Kirk Herbstreit and guys like that are on board. The NCAA would even be on board with that, because it brings them money. Like I said, all they would have to do is use generic rosters, problem solved. Then you don't have players complaining about, oh, they're using my likeness. Not when they don't have your stats, not when they don't have your number, your year classification, or any of that. It's basically just a generic roster that they would use. But like I said, the guy has gone over to Liverpool as the CEO there for their soccer team. So, was he the guy that called the shots on that? I don't know. Hopefully EA still is coming out. It's still going to be able to come out with the game. Now, will it be this year? I doubt it. But at the same time, I can say that normally, college football would come out in July. It's currently April. They would normally start. I believe whenever they did announce like trailers and stuff like that for the game, it was normally around, I want to say maybe March or April. So it was normally around this time, because they like to do it like 2 to 3 months before the game would come out. I couldn't see them doing it in May and then the game coming out 2 months later. Or they could, that's a long stretch. I mean, if anything during EA Play this year or E3, we might get a teaser trailer or some announcement from EA saying that, hey, guess what's coming out next year, guys, college football. Or they may even just change the release schedule. And sorry, my phone ringing. They may even change the release schedule and put the game out, put it out a little bit ahead of time, because remember, they were thinking about releasing NBA Live in February. So I don't know, man. It's just something to think about, just something to ponder on. Like I said, EA Sports, man, y'all got to get with it. Y'all got some potential. I definitely would love to see NCAA. If you would like to see NCAA football come back, hit a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, for more videos. I'm going to keep them coming daily. Video gaming news. I know I've been doing football here lately, y'all, but I got a lot of other stuff coming. I'm a huge anime fan. I've been playing games, Xenoverse 2. I'm trying to get me a HD capture card so that I can capture gameplay of Xenoverse, because I can't stream that on YouTube, man. I don't know why they won't let me. And then I got Twitch, but I like the YouTube format and stuff like that. So, and then, stay tuned. We'll have like some top 10 videos, top 5 videos. Games that you would like for me to review or talk about, man, leave a comment. Let me know, because this channel is for me, but it's also for y'all, to get the word out there in the gaming industry that I have such a passion for. So till next time, y'all, blessed.